who pled guilty in court for the murder of his classmate when he was only 14 years old.
Did he not give you a mechanical pencil? Did he not want to give you a piece of gum? Did he snitch the teacher on you?
Yo.
What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be looking at teen killers reacted to life sentences. We have teen murderers. While we were arguing who was the better COD player, these people had actual KD ratios. Without further ado, let's get started.
This is Mackenzie Shirilla. She's a 17-year-old who was found guilty of murder for causing a car crash that killed her boyfriend and his friend.
I mean, is that murder though? No, don't get me wrong, that's murder, but is that a life sentence? Isn't it just like drinking and driving? Yo, chat, just because you think you find her attractive doesn't mean she doesn't deserve to get arrested, bro. Yo, a lot of y'all would make for horrible judges.
Decided death was the ultimate goal that day. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
Sure.
Wait, okay, that's crazy. Never mind. You're telling me she intentionally swerved off to one end so she could survive and the others could die? Crazy.
Shirilla's boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his friend, Davian Flanagan, were in the car when she...
Okay, why is she smiling? Dog, yo at murdered two niggas. There's no reason why you should be smiling like this.
He crashed into the side of...
If Ice Spice was arrested, you freeing or keeping her in jail? Oh, I'm freeing her. Yo, dude, I'm calling the whole army to escape. Shit. Yo, if Ice Spice was arrested, I'm getting a spoon. I'm carving the concrete so she can leave, dude. So chill.
A commercial building outside of Cleveland, going 100 miles per hour.
Damn.
Both men were pronounced dead at the scene, and Shirilla survived. Prosecutors argue that
that's kind of weird. Okay, if you surviving with no scars and everything, you did it.
teen had a toxic relationship, and Shirilla had made violent threats against her boyfriend.
Damn.
Property. She tried to break into his house.
Correct.
Reportedly, she crashed her car on purpose because she wanted to kill her boyfriend, and that his friend was just collateral damage.
No, I'm sorry. Do y'all know how much skill that takes? I'm really thinking about it. She had to deliberately know how to swerve a car, make it so that she survives, and enough impact so the other side of the car doesn't. Like, that takes skill, bruh. Her had been playing GTA.
Prosecutors said the intent was obvious upon seeing that video, that there was only one goal.
You see her driving very calmly and making the right turn, and then all evidence indicates she immediately put the pedal to the metal and drove straight into a building at 100 miles per hour. I think those really demonstrated to us that this was no accident.
And a few days before...
No, I'm not gonna lie, chat, she just looks evil. You know how deliberately evil you gotta be to kill someone by a car accident? Not just stabbing them or like, I don't know, a gunshot?
For the crash, she allegedly took the same route to plot the crime. This is where the judge now finds her guilty.
Count one. Finds the defendant, Mackenzie Shirilla, guilty of murder. To wit, Dominic Russo.
She now stands up to be placed in handcuffs as she continues to tear up.
Count two. Finds the defendant, Mackenzie Shirilla, guilty of murder.
Damn.
To wit, Davian Flanagan.
Shirilla now has a moment to speak before her sentencing.
Okay, is that not excessive? Y'all treating her like the slave in the 1800s. I don't know if you need this much amount of chains on someone, bro. She not going to escape.
The families of Dom and Davian, I'm so deeply sorry. I hope one day you can see I would never let this happen or do it on purpose. I wish I could remember what happened. I'm just so sorry. I'm heartbroken.
There was no medical condition that caused this as an accident. There was no mechanical failure of the car. A failed suicide attempt is not a defense to murder. There's a very good likelihood, Mackenzie, that you will spend the rest of your life in prison. She's sentenced on...
Yo, chat, imagine if someone told you that. Yo, these prisoners are better than me. If a nigga even just hinted at, oh, you know you can spend the rest of your life in prison, I'm crying. Y'all about to see tears coming out of my eyes, ears, nose, butt, everywhere, bruh. You feel me? Like, I don't know how these people can get a straight face.
Count one, 15 years to life. Count two, 15 years to life. To be served concurrent to each other.
The judge
Okay, only 15 years? But her KD ratio is 2-0. No, that's lame.
sentenced her to 15 years to life in prison.
She gonna be good.
This is Aiden Fucci, who pled guilty in court for the murder of his classmate when he was only 14 years old.
You're an 8th grader, maybe 9th grader. What do you mean? What is there a single thing a kid could do in classroom for you to want to kill him? Did he not give you a mechanical pencil? Did he not want to give you a piece of gum? Did he snitch the teacher on you? Like, why do you need to kill someone in high school, bro?
Having fun in a cop car.
Yep. Fucci was classmates with a 13-year-old girl from Patriot Oaks Academy in St. Johns County, Florida. Fucci stabbed her 114 times.
What What do you mean you stabbing the girl 114 times? That's overkill. That means she died and he was still going crazy. Yo, is this a real life Mortal Kombat character? Arrest this man for life.
Her dead body was later recovered from the woods. After Fucci
R.I.P.
was arrested, he can be seen in the back of the cop car taking Snapchats. Now this video shows Fucci and his parents in the interrogation room.
The Snapchat that you did was not very smart.
That's all over. You're all over the internet everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you killed a girl and the first thing you gonna do is brag about it on Snapchat? Bro, I swear to God, they better not be lenient on this dude. Give him the max penalty.
It's very serious.
This is no joke. This is your whole life. Your whole life.
And hers.
And ours.
A video from prosecutors showed Fucci and the girl allegedly walking together right before she was murdered. Then about 90 minutes later,
she was
the video
13.
shows Fucci allegedly running away from the area where the body was found.
114 stab wounds, 49 defensive wounds, 35 wounds to the head and neck, 29 to the back and shoulder.
I'm sorry, bro. That is so sad. 35 times to the head. Bro, I'm sorry. Bring back the guillotine, bro. No, I'm sorry. We need some of these old torture methods done, bro. Because I'm sorry. Electric chair in prison is not enough for this dude.
49 defensive wounds, 35 wounds to the head and neck, 29 to the back and shoulder, and 6 fatal wounds.
After Fucci pled guilty to first-degree murder, the judge now hands down his sentence.
Having entered a plea of guilty to the crime of first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. Because of your age, you are eligible for review of the sentence in 25 years.
After Fucci was sentenced,
I hope when they review him, they say death penalty, nigga. Don't even do no life, bro. Kill him.
he stood still
In
with
GTA.
a little movement. This is Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodale, and at just 16 years old, they are both charged for the murder of their high school Spanish teacher. Reportedly,
Okay, did she give you an F just because y'all are stupid and don't know Spanish? Y'all gotta kill her? Bro, I'm sorry. I hate these teenage killers. The reason for killing people are all stupid.
it was over a bad grade.
We then moved her off
bad
of the
grade?
trail, where I then struck her, and she died as a result.
Miller and Goodale went to
Is that Kevin De Bruyne? My bad, but either way, y'all killed her over a bad grade?
Fairfield High School in southeastern Iowa. Nohema Graber was the Spanish teacher at the school,
R.I.P.
and Miller was one of her students. After he received a bad grade from Graber, he and his friend Goodale planned to kill her.
Alright, I had a teacher give me a D. Never have I once thought. Yo, pause by the way. I don't mean that type of D. I mean like the grade letter D. Anyway, never have I once thought. Oh yeah, when I see you, buddy, I'm clapping you. No, yo, not like that. I mean like I'm ending your life in GTA. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro.
Graber went for her usual walk at Chautauqua City Park. The boys knew that as they stalked her and they waited to ambush her.
Here she comes, and she walked by and hit her in the back of the head, and then I said, "Holy shit, make sure she's dead." So we hit her a couple more times.
Okay, but what does a bad letter grade do? Are you gonna be rejected to the school that you want? I don't understand ending someone's life so much as a petty grade, bro. Like, are you gonna go to the NBA? Holy shit, I hate these niggas, bro.
They then dragged her into the woods and beat her to death with a baseball bat.
What was the plan after that? There wasn't any plan beyond that. Like, hide the body, bury the body, save the body. At that time, we were going to hide the body. I guess in our arrogance, we kind of assumed that nobody would ever find her.
Not long after, both boys were arrested. Court documents allege that the witness who knew Goodale showed law enforcement Snapchat messages that showed Goodale and Miller's involvement in the murder. One of the Snapchat messages saying, "Point of view, you're my
You see, this adds so much insult to injury. Yo, chat, if I was to ever, quote unquote, hypothetically murder someone, you think the first thing I'm gonna do is go on TikTok and be like, I just have a KD ratio of 1. Oh my goodness, like, I just killed someone. No, bro, I'm gonna be in my bed. I'm gonna be like, dude, no way I did it. You feel me? But these niggas are just terrible. They're evil. They don't have a
Spanish
heart.
teacher, and this is the last thing you see. Followed by time to hide a body. Jeremy Goodale would later plead guilty
this
and
don't feel
testify
real.
against
There's
his
no way this is real, bro. Am I still looking at a case? This feels like a joke. This feels like an April Fool's. I feel like I'm in a dream right now.
best friend Miller.
I understand.
Goodale, this is the last thing you see. Followed by
Dude, please do not tell me that's a dry blood stain on this nigga's sleeve, bro. No way.
time to hide a body. Jeremy Goodale would later plead guilty and testify against his best friend Miller.
I understood that he had the intent to kill Mrs. Graber.
What is your plea to murder in the first degree, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
This is the moment that Goodale gets to speak before his sentence.
I've had time to think on what to say, and I'm sorry. Truly sorry. Every day I wish I could go back and stop myself.
That's
I
a
can't
lie.
comprehend
That's a
losing a
lie.
loved one in such an awful way.
And now the judge hands down his sentence.
The defendants shall be sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
Now for Miller. This is him apologizing before he receives his sentence.
I would like to take this opportunity.
Does that look like a man who feels sorry? Do y'all see that little smirk? I'm glad I'm not the parents of one of these victims because I'm swinging myself, bro. I'm punching this dude.
To wholeheartedly accept responsibility for the role that I've played in the murder of Newham McGregor. To the family, I'm sincerely sorry for the distress that I've caused you and the devastation. And I ask that I'm given a chance, and I don't want to be institutionalized. I don't want to be in so long that I forget about what mattered, where I come from, and I look forward to getting through this.
And now the judge has some final last words.
Life.
The defendant, Willard Noble Chaden Miller, should be sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 35 years.
Miller seems to be completely unfazed.
Because he knew what was going to
This
happen.
is Rachel Schoaf and Sheila Eddy, who are both in court today for the murder
What?
of their friend when they were only 16 years old.
Their scheme was to hide knives on their bodies and to attack Skylar at an agreed upon moment.
In Star City, West Virginia, Schoaf and
Like, how much hatred do you have to have for someone to want to kill them? The most I hated someone, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to just like block you on social media. Never have I once thought, yeah, bro, if I see you, dude, I'm piercing you in the back. Like, that never even struck me once.
were friends with 16-year-old Skylar Neese.
R.I.P.
Reportedly, Schoaf and Eddy decided they didn't like Neese anymore, so they planned to kill her.
Sheila Eddy and Rachel Schoaf carried out that plan. Together they stabbed and killed Skylar.
After Schoaf's confession, both teens were arrested. Schoaf agreed to plead guilty to second-degree murder in exchange for her cooperation in the case.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's a proper way to make this apology because there are not even words to describe the guilt and remorse that I feel each day for what I've done.
Damn.
I hurt the Neese family and those who love Skylar. I hurt my parents and shamed my family. May God bring eternal peace to Skylar and the entire Neese family.
After securing a plea deal, the judge now gives
You should have brought peace to her. But no, you ain't want to bring peace to her, nigga. Alright, so shut up.
Schoaf her sentence.
Rachel Schoaf, it is the sentence of the court that you be imprisoned in the West Virginia State Penitentiary for a period of 30 years.
But she will have the possibility of parole in 10 years. And now for Eddy.
It is the sentence of the court that you be imprisoned in the West Virginia State Penitentiary for the rest of your natural life. That sentence is technically with mercy, which makes you eligible for parole after you have served 15 years.
Nah, bro. Make it 80 years, bro. Y'all are too lenient. Anyways, YouTube, this is probably the craziest court video yet. Let me know what y'all thought, because I'm not gonna lie. This feels like an April Fool's joke with the way these people were acting, bro. Throw this on, just where catch on Twitter, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Rockstar for life. Love y'all.